Hi everyone! So I am filming a Wax Melt Empties video today. I've got so many empties in front of me. I've got these two bins as well as some things just sitting on the floor next to me. So many empties for the month of June. I'm filming this on Saturday, July 6th. So I guess about a week into July as well. So I just feel like I've accumulated a lot and a lot of non-wax empties as well. So let's just jump on into it because like I said, I've got so many things here to share. As usual though, let's start with the wax melt empties and then I'll go into the non-wax empties at the end. So I've kind of melted a whole bunch of random different vendors this time around. Sometimes I stick to a couple vendors just trying to get through some of those items in my collection, or vendors that I kind of forget about that I have in my collection. This time I kind of grabbed from here and there, so we've got a lot of different items to show. Let's start first with some Scentsy. Yeah, let's start there. A couple of items that I've had for a while that have been in my collection because I used to have a Scentsy club. So some of these items you can't get anymore. So these two were from Valentine's Day collection at some point. It's Love and You're the One. I've talked about these in past videos. I really like them. They were in my club for pretty much the whole time I had a club. Both of these are really strong. I'd say more like body care kind of scents. I really like them, but I don't have a club anymore, so there's no way to get these anymore, but I do really enjoy them. This one's an NHL Fresh Ice. I feel like they come out with this one like every year. Really like this one. This is a really nice, I would say borderline nose clearing, like chill, like adds kind of a chill in the room. So it's actually kind of a nice one for the summertime when it's a really hot or like humid day. This was in my club, but like I said, usually does come back every year, I believe, when they release like the hockey stuff. So I would consider picking this up again in the future, but I think I might even have a couple more of these in my collection and I really like it in good performance. Kukui and Coconut. This came out last year maybe as a summer item. Oh, it's pretty greasy in here. I liked it. I said smells nice on cold. When I warmed it, I didn't really smell it, so this one to me was more on the lighter side. It's not the strongest on cold. It smells nice, but I guess I didn't really smell it much on warm. This one is Mahalo Coconut. So I did two different coconuts. This definitely reminds me of Hawaii. I've had a couple bars of this before. I may even have some more in my collection. But again, mainly got it because it just reminds me of Hawaii. Overall, like, I'm not the craziest fan of coconut blends. I like them, but they're definitely not something that I need to have in my collection or reach for, you know, super frequently. I liked this one, didn't love it. Don't mind that I have more in my collection, but I don't think I'm gonna, like, you know, stock up or hoard this kind of a scent. And then the last Scentsy wax item, I believe, is this Forever Flannel. Oops. This was a Christmas time winter brick. This was a good smell. I liked it, but again, not really a love. Enjoyed it on warm, but wasn't wowed. Didn't mind that I had a brick of it, but probably wouldn't like repurchase it. So that's kind of how I felt on this one, which honestly is kind of the majority of the scents I warm. Like, the ones I particularly love, you know, there's not a ton of them, but there's a lot of scents that I like on warm, but just wouldn't like think twice to necessarily repurchase, but I enjoyed it on warm. I feel like more scents kind of fall into that category. And then again, I don't have that much that I absolutely hate. Like, usually I'll warm something even if I don't like prefer how it smells, but I rarely have had a scent that I think I've had to like actually take off or off warming, or where I was like couldn't even warm it because I didn't like it on cold. Nothing necessarily comes to mind. Maybe there's been one that I've had to turn off, but I don't know. Usually I tend to at least enjoy what I'm warming. Okay, I have two other clamshells of Better Homes and Garden. Oh wait, no. One's Better Homes and Gardens, one's Scentsational. The first one is Strawberries and Cream. So this is like one of the bigger clamshells from Walmart. This is really, really nice. It kind of smells like an artificially candy strawberry. I enjoyed it. I feel like the Better Homes, or the Walmart wax, because this isn't Better Homes and Garden. Walmart wax actually tends to be pretty good performing wax, but I do notice that it kind of gets a little messy in the warmer. Sometimes you'll get this kind of like oil residue kind of stuck to the bottom that you do need to kind of wipe out with like some rubbing alcohol usually. And then Wildberry Cheesecake. This one also was really, really nice. I think I like Scentsy's Blueberry Cheesecake better. This is like kind of similar a little bit, I guess, with the berry and the cheesecake, but I like the Scentsy one better. But both, like performance-wise, these both did well. I have a couple Fantasy wax melts. When I don't think they do these scent shots anymore. I looked on the Etsy site recently and didn't notice the scent shots, but I did notice some core scents in more like snap bars. Is it two? Yeah. Two of them I did in Zucchini Bread Sugar Cookie Royale. So good. I love this blend pretty much from any vendor, but Fantasy Wax Melts and L3 have like an extra outstanding Zucchini Bread Sugar Cookie Royale scent, so really, really liked these. I did Partick and I did Squidward. So these were both from like a SpongeBob collection, and both of them I thought were really, really strong. Strong scents when I had them on warm. I don't bother chopping up scent shots, so I just did them in like a smaller room where I just have like one warmer, and I thought that they did really well. I have, I believe, one random Glitterati sample item, so I'll just go through it really quickly. This is Cocoa Keys and Sugar Cookies. So this was a little sample. I have a fan going, so hopefully that's not too annoying in the background, but I've never had a key lime scent that wasn't strong or a really good performer, so this did really well. Enjoyed it. I like key lime kind of citrusy scents, especially mixed with that extra sugar cookie bakery. This was really, really good. Key lime and lemon scents aren't necessarily ones I think to warm super frequently, but whenever I do warm them, I'm always like blown away. I always really enjoy them. Another couple scents that I just have one from the vendor. So this one is Salt Mountain Melts Cake at the Orchard. Sorry, maybe the cursive is making me like not read it well, but really liked this one. Super, super strong, like a bright candy green apple scent is what this came off as. Maybe I think green apple because the wax itself was green, but kind of reminds me of like a bright juicy green apple. It doesn't, you could do it in the fall time because any apple does kind of remind me of fall, but when it's like that bright juicy green, like high chew candy apple, green candy apple I should say, that gives me spring summer vibes as well. And this one smelled like a green apple to me, so I really, really like this. This went for days. Super, super strong, sweet, bright. I really liked it. Haven't purchased from Salt Mountain Melts in a while. I would consider repurchasing this though. Not in the near future, because again, I'm kind of trying to, as much as I can, keep on sort of a no-buy of wax, just because I have so much in my collection that I really want to use and enjoy before constantly bringing in more wax and having things potentially go old in my collection. So still trying to really work through what I have currently, but this is one I would consider repurchasing in the future. Super Tarts Immortal Child. This is from a Wax Wednesday I picked up a long time ago. This was a really, really nice herbal lavender scent in my opinion. Honestly, didn't really notice the other notes. Didn't notice the pink sugar, vanilla cream, strawberry pound cake, but the herbal lavender was really, really good. I love a nice herbal lavender. This was super strong, enjoyed it a lot. Again, not really keeping up with like Super Tarts ready to ships or pre-orders, but I did enjoy this a lot. And I have a handful of Super Tarts items in my collection that I'll eventually warm through. A couple candles from the Keeping Room, 2 samples that I just did in my office, 2 warmers because these scents I felt like kind of went together. Pumpkin Caramel Poke Cake and Praline pound cake. I know these are kind of fall-like, but I think it must have been like a rainy, chillier day where I was like, you know what, let's do a decadent bakery. So I warmed these two. Not really much to say. I usually, unless something really wows me as a sample, I don't really make too much of a note in my mind. Strawberry marshmallow jelly donuts. You cannot go wrong with a strawberry scent from Candles from the Keeping Room. This one is basically a nice strawberry bakery. I don't necessarily pinpoint the marshmallow jelly donuts, but any one of her strawberry blends is usually a really nice, strong performer. Pink strawberry chiffon, really, really nice, strong, girly strawberry kind of a scent because of that pink chiffon in there, but any of her strawberry scents are strong. Strawberry cake pops, again, kind of like the other strawberry bakery, really, really nice strawberry scent. Do I necessarily smell cake pops? Not really, but it was just a good strawberry bakery. And then Tiffany's Ultimate Cupcakes. This was a really nice cupcakes at Tiffany's bakery. Mainly cupcakes at Tiffany's, but I feel like I got a little extra something lingering in there, so whatever that Ultimate Bakery is, I tend to really like cupcakes at Tiffany blends. I believe I have just one Sassy Girl Aroma in Her Lover. This was a nice kind of light sweet lemon bakery. I smell more of the lemon, so I think Hello Lover has lemon in it if I'm not mistaken, because I definitely smelled like a lemon bakery. Her pink sugar is not my favorite of the pink sugar dupes. I feel like her pink sugar tends to be on the lighter side compared to some other vendors. So that's probably why I smell more of what I'm assuming is Hello Lover, a little bit more of a lemon bakery. I enjoyed it, but nothing like super memorable. We've got some Rose Girls, Strawberry Slurp. This was a good cereal. I pretty much only smelled the cereal. I don't really recall pinpointing like the strawberry too much. To me, it smelled more like a cereal blend, but I liked it. It was kind of one of those like dusty cereal blends. I liked it, but my favorite cereal is more of like a Fruit Loop blend. This was good. Wanted to do a cereal blend, so I enjoyed that. But like I said, I think I would gravitate more towards a Fruit Loops. Pink Sunny Days. This was so strong, very Satsuma heavy. Anything Rose Girls blend with Satsuma, Satsuma usually takes over, which I like. I think Satsuma's a really nice, bright, citrusy kind of a scent. I really, really liked it. This was good. Very strong. Mario Party, really, really nice mix of the Fruit Loops and the strawberry pound cake. So this is one where I definitely prefer this cereal blend, a Fruit Loops blend, more than whatever the cereal is in the Slurp Cereal Killer. I don't like this cereal as much as Fruit Loops. This was really, really nice. Fruit Loops I think is a super strong scent, and I think it's because it's a little bit of a citrusy cereal rather than just kind of like the dusty cereal, if that makes sense. This was a half pie when she was doing the Mario half pies. So this had to been, yeah, I said from 2021. This was good. So this is a Sweet Princess Party, if I forgot to mention it. This is good. I really, really like this scent, but for whatever reason, it's a scent that I would go nose blind to somewhat easily. Like I would smell it a little bit, then not smell it at all, but when I left the room and came back, I'd be like, oh, this is a great scent. So this one, like I said, sometimes I felt like the performance wasn't good, but that I think was just my nose going nose blind. I've melted this before and I have more of this in my collection. I do tend to like a strawberry pound cake cupcakes at Tiffany's Bakery. So like I said, this one just sometimes when you're sitting in a room too long, you just don't really pinpoint it. Okay, I've got a decent amount of L3. This is one of my oldest items in my collection, probably. Oldest and favorite. I've hoarded this for a long time. Strawberry zucchini bread in a scoopable. I even wrote from 9/2021. I was holding on to this for a long time, but recently have purchased a decent amount of strawberry zucchini bread items. So I was like, you know what? let's enjoy, because this is a little bit of an older blend at this point. Granted, I think Scoopable's longevity is pretty long because it's such a strong, thick container compared to just like a polypro bag. I feel like these tend to last a little bit longer in a collection, but I thought let's just use and enjoy. So good. Love it. Love the scent of it. Even just in the jar, so good. One of my all-time, probably #1 favorite scent from any vendor. I do like strawberry zucchini bread from any vendor, but there's just something special. I don't know if it's because L3 was the first strawberry zucchini blend that I smelled from. Oh my gosh, I just love it though. So like I said, I've stocked up quite a bit on some strawberry zucchini bread blends, and maybe I'll keep my eye on, you know, if there's any other pre-orders, or actually I don't think she may have done her last pre-order of all time, but maybe any other RTSs if I ever see it, maybe I'll try to get it. But like I said, I think I feel satisfied with the strawberry zucchini bread I have in my collection. But yeah, this is hands down favorite all-time scent from any vendor. I've got a couple samples. Again, I'm not going to go through these because I don't really pay attention too much when I warm a sample. One of them is Pennywise. I think this was a fall-time scent. Funhouse. And then Cafe C Yellow Cake Glazed Donuts. Now these are not samples. Blueberry Cobbler Birthday Cake. This was mainly a blueberry cobbler scent. Very strong. The blueberry is super strong. Nothing too special or standout-ish. Birthday cake is not usually a bakery note that I tend to smell in blends. It's kind of a, I would say definitely a blender kind of a scent, not something that smells super outstanding or honestly adds to a blend. So this was mainly blueberry cobbler. Fluffy Towels Cotton Candy Craze Strawberry Sugar. This is a very, very sweet, girly laundry kind of a scent. Very, very strong. Fluffy Towels is just like a sweet bakery. I don't really know how else to describe it. It almost is like, and it's got the cotton candy too, but it's almost like a cotton candy truck is like outside of your house when you're doing laundry. Like it just adds a really, really sweet note to the laundry. Already sweet mixed with strawberry sugar and cotton candy. So really, really nice, sweet, girly laundry and very strong. The Mist. I know I like this. I know I've done this before, but for whatever reason, when I warmed it this time around, I didn't smell it that much. So whether that be me being nose blind, I just didn't pay attention to it enough, or what, or maybe this one just was a little bit of a dud. Not sure, but I didn't notice it so much on warm. All right, here we go. Another strawberry sugar cookie Royale zucchini bread. Sorry. So good. Love this. Amazing. Like a realistic bakery makes me like want to eat a sweet treat. So good. Great on its own, great as a blender, but I warmed this on its own because I love it so much. I think I've picked up more of this recently. If not, Sugar Cookie Royale and Zucchini Bread I have on their own too, so I can mix and match this, but this is like so good. This might be my second favorite next to Strawberry Zucchini Bread, like honestly from any vendor. So I'm really sad L3 is closing because I really love a lot of her blends. Wildberry Mousse Zucchini Bread Sugar Cookie Royale. This was okay. Smelled good on warm, but not long lasting. So enjoyed overall, but just for whatever reason, this one didn't linger very long, which sometimes is the case for L3. But that one in particular was good for like an hour, and then I felt like I couldn't really smell it. Santa's on Keto. This is good. I really, really like this one. I've warmed it before. I love... Oh, I thought for whatever reason Sugar Cookie Royale was in here. It's a nice bakery. It does a lot better on warm than smelling it on cold in the bag. But again, not a super long-lasting bakery blend. Really good while it's warming, but just, you know, you can change it out after a couple hours, I would say. This is Cake Topper Cali Comfort. So this was like a, what did she call this? A hybrid loaf, where she poured like half of the loaf tin was one scent, half of it was the other. I enjoyed it. This was mainly strawberry jam. Anytime she has a strawberry jam blend, usually the strawberry jam is really strong, so the strawberry jam came out from the cake topper. Can't say I noticed like the Cali Comfort blend, which is strawberry pound cake, boardwalk marshmallow clouds, mainly strawberry jam. If anything, a more gentle strawberry jam, because her strawberry jam tends to be very strong and overpowering, but because of the other notes like the boardwalk mallow clouds and stuff, it almost kind of lightened the strawberry jam. I enjoyed it. This was a good blend. Pink frosted cake, strawberry sugar, pink frosted animal cookies. This was fine. You know, I enjoyed it. Nothing too special. I liked it while it was warming, but not, this isn't a blend I'd probably like think to pick up nowadays, but probably one, you know, I probably got this on like a sale or something like that. One VCS. This is Sally's Strawberry Pound Cake Bakery. I hoarded this for a long time. This is so good. This is another one kind of like L3's Zucchini Bread Sugar Cookie Royale, where it's like I wanted to eat it. It made my mouth water. It was so decadent and amazing. Really loved this on warm. I know Vintage Chic Scents is open again. I haven't ordered in a while. Maybe like a year or something. I don't know. Definitely haven't ordered since she reopened, but at least I have the potential of, you know, picking this up again. But it was really good. Amazing. Swanky, one scent from Swanky. This is Snow Angels. Definitely much better on warm than on cold. When you smell it on cold, it's not that strong smelling. It smells pretty weak, but on warm it does do a lot better. But this is one of those kind of like the Rose Girls ones where I feel like I'll smell it and then I'll be like, is it done? Do I need to change it? Leave the room, come back, and I'll smell it more. So it's one that I kind of can go nose blind to somewhat easily. Would I repurchase it? Maybe in a smaller size, or maybe if it was a blend in like a sampler, or if I got it in a random like mystery grab bag. But I don't think I need like a whole loaf of this again. It wasn't like, she has other bakery blends that I feel like I enjoy more than that one. One Pharmacist's Daughter in Coffee for Bran. This was a custom that I had made. Coffee House Espresso Sugar Cookie Royale. This was really good. Really nice, sweet, strong, long-lasting coffee blend. Sometimes coffee blends tend to fizzle out pretty easily. Like they'll be strong for a couple hours and then you kind of just get this waxy scent. I've been better about just leaving the wax for the whole day and then changing once in the morning, especially on days that I go into the office. I put in the wax in the morning, and then when I come home from work, I just don't bother changing it, and I'll just change it the next morning. So I can tell if something's strong when I'm still smelling it when I come home from my 8-hour workday from the office. And this is one where I was like, wow, I still actually smelled it the whole day. So yeah, really liked it. And then last wax melt item, I believe, and then we'll go into the non-wax empties, is Pistachio Dream Sugar Cookies from Teddy B's. This was really light on cold, and honestly I feel like it was still pretty light on warm. If anything, I smelled the Sugar Cookie Bakery more than the pistachio. So her pistachio is not super strong or noticeable, not super cherry leaning or almond leaning at all. So maybe it's more of a true pistachio, I'm not sure, but I actually kind of like the cherry leaning, almond leaning pistachio. This one, like I said, I didn't really notice pistachio. It smelled like a very gentle bakery, and if anything, more of like the sugar cookie. All right, that was this bin done. So now let's go on to my non-wax empties. Quite a bit of things here. So first, let's go through some of my Scentsy items because I have a lot piled up over here. So I have a lot of fragrance flowers. I love them. I especially love bringing them to the office because for a while there I thought about maybe bringing like a little warmer, but I'm like, I don't want to deal with the waxidant. I don't want it to be so strong that if I do a really strong scent, it's like throwing through my whole floor, because I don't want to disturb people if they don't like fragrance. But the fragrance flower, usually it's more condensed to like my cube area. Although sometimes I will say, I feel like the floor does smell good, and I think it's because of my fragrance flower. But I don't know, usually the fragrance flowers I feel like are scents that wouldn't be like, I don't think they'd like disturb other people. They're generally like pretty neutral, clean fragrances, I would say, I believe anyway. So here's a couple that I finished recently. I don't think either of these are from my, or which one? No, neither of these ones are from my office. I thought I brought home one from my office recently. But no, neither of these are from my office. So the first one is Simply the Zest. This was one with the colorful oil. And I started this on 4/23/24. So in April, late April. So this one lasted, you know, a typical amount of time. I never had to switch out the flower, because sometimes you'll have like a little bit of oil left and it just doesn't go away. And I feel like every time I talk about a fragrance flower, I gotta talk about the comment that mentioned if you do have a fragrance flower that you just got a little bit of oil that just will not finish, save some of your old fragrance flowers. Like I could save these, let them dry out even longer. And then if you have an old dried up fragrance flower laying around, you can swap this dried up flower with the one that's currently in the oil with a little bit of oil left that just won't finish, because usually the flower is just so saturated in oil it can't evaporate. And I've found that that really helps if you have a fragrance flower that is just not finishing, to swap it with a different flower. So try that if you ever have a fragrance flower that also seems like it's just not finishing. But anyway, I love these colorful oils. I think they're really fun. I especially like to bring them to my office. This one is nice. I would go here and there where I would smell it and where I wouldn't. This isn't the strongest of the fragrance flowers, but I did enjoy this. And like I said, I think it's just so pretty. This one is Blue Grotto. I don't know when I started this one because I didn't write the date, but this was amazing. I put this one in our basement area and I would always smell it really, really strong when I would walk by. I feel like it made our basement area smell really, really nice and bright and citrusy. This was a strong fragrance flower. This one is Cozy Cardigan. Oh, this one is the one I think I had in my office at work. Yeah, I had this one in my office, so I just brought this home. I think it smelled pretty nice. I can't quite remember. I don't think it's one I would necessarily repurchase, but it was nice in my office. And then I just put these in recently around my house, so I'm not going to talk about these too long because I literally just opened these up and replaced these other two flowers that I just showed. So these are the flowers because they were newer packaging. So these are just the flowers. And then these are the actual oils. I just put aloe water and cucumber in our bathroom. I think I've had this scent before, I believe. And then Lake My Day. Which Lake My Day, from what I could tell when I opened the oil, I feel like I don't like this as much as the actual wax bar. This didn't smell as like cologne-like or masculine as the wax bar. So we'll see how it does. And then I have this little Luna scent circle that I put in a closet, which I don't even remember putting in a closet. And I don't recall smelling it. So I don't know. Scent circles are hit and miss. But yeah, so a little Luna. I think that's all my Scentsy. So now let's go on to some Bath & Body Works candles. I finished Mango Mai Tai. This is a little single wick candle that burned itself out. This one did really good. Always burned evenly. I felt like it had a nice scent. Single wicks aren't necessarily the strongest, but I felt like this did pretty well. This is Flannel. I just finished this because it was like half empty from the winter and I was like, let's just use it up, even though it's kind of more wintry, fall time, like masculine, a little bit more of a heavy scent. This one smelled amazing all the way through. This one also burned itself out. Super, super strong masculine scent. And like I said, strong all the way through till the end. Sometimes candles are more for ambiance and not necessarily a scent throw for me, but this one smelled strong. We've got some Bath & Body Works soaps. So a lot of my soaps ended up finishing up in June, I guess. Gingerbread Bakery, didn't like this scent. This one lingered from the winter time in one of our bathrooms upstairs, kind of our guest side bathroom, so it's like the least used bathroom. I just did not like this one. I didn't like the gingerbread scent. I thought it smelled weird. Honestly, every time I wash my hands, I kind of want to wash it again with a different scent, but finally used this up and wouldn't repurchase this one. Mountainside Mist. These are, you know, favorite kind of a scent, mountainy, rain, aquatic-y kind of a scent I always love. And these are ones that are always nice for our little powder room bathroom downstairs. So I've probably repurchased this before. Lakeside Afternoon, another one where I just love like these kind of aquatic-y, just clean, nice, neutral kind of a scent that anyone would pretty much like. Bakery ones I tend to do in bathrooms like upstairs, like in our master bathroom, where I don't mind experimenting with it, but I don't feel like people would like washing their hands with this. I don't know. I like to do just more like neutral, like clean smelling scents in like our guest bathrooms. Strawberry Pound Cake. So this is another one I would do in like our master bathroom. I think most people would like it, but I just in case someone doesn't. Definitely have had this one in the past. I love this packaging. And then I have a Endless Sea shower gel that I probably picked up from like some kind of sale, semi-annual sale probably, or something like that, because I didn't have the coordinating lotion. Really liked this. Can't go wrong with like a nice like clean kind of a scent. I've got the Body Shop lotion in strawberry body yogurt. This was really weird at first. So it's body yogurt. It's legit the consistency of yogurt. I didn't mind it as I got used to it, but it did kind of leave you a little sticky. I don't know. I wouldn't repurchase this. I have one other scent in like, I don't know, maybe like an almond scent or something like that, which is fine. I'm using it, but the consistency of the body yogurt is a little weird. I just didn't realize, I don't know. It makes sense, like body yogurt, it's literally that consistency, but it was just kind of weird. And it, like, I'd wash my hands because they just felt like sticky and odd after I used it. I have a Neutrogena makeup remover. I like to use these when we're like traveling. So like we went to a hotel because we were at a wedding, and it's just nice, like easier to just pack a makeup wipe than like liquid like makeup remover. That way nothing's gonna like spill or anything like that. So just finished up a little pack of these, and I think they're pretty good. I can use just one wipe and take off like all my eye makeup and like blush and stuff like that. This is a little Clinique High Impact Mascara sample. I've gotten a lot of mascara samples recently from like Ulta orders. Whenever I make an Ulta order, I always make sure there's some kind of like free gift with purchase, and usually they have like little samplers where you'll get like, you know, a handful of different makeup samples, and usually they're pretty nice size too. It's not just like little foil packets. Usually you'll get like mascaras, little lotions, things like that. So, you know, this was totally fine. It's not a mascara I would purchase a full size of. It didn't really wow me or anything, but it was just a fun, nice little sample to try. This is a little sample of Tatcha the Silk Cream Face Cream. I definitely use this clean because Tatcha is spendy. Really like this. I have a lot of these little sample size jars because I was trying out the Tatcha items, and so I'm using another silk cream. I really like it. Yeah, I really like this face cream. I finished up this Extra Strength Damage Remedy Coconut Miracle Oil. I use this usually when my hair is damp after I shower. I put a little bit at the ends, not towards the root, just at the ends. And I can notice a difference when I use it after the shower. In the morning, my hair will be a lot softer versus when I don't use it. My hair is just a bit drier, frizzier. So I really like it. And I already repurchased this, so I really like it. And then the last thing is just some shampoo and conditioners. These are Pantene Volume and Body shampoo and conditioners. So nothing too much to say. I enjoy it. I never really buy the same conditioners back to back. Like, at all, so I'm using different ones now, but I enjoyed this, especially when it's a big bottle. I usually like to try something new afterwards. So that was all my empties. I feel like I got through a lot. Maybe this was like the end of May all throughout June and a little bit of July, because this feels like I got through a lot this month. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a nice and safe 4th of July, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!